Hello everyone, welcome to Bargain Gaming, where we can play excellent games without busting our wallets. This is episode 8 of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. Let me zoom out a little bit. In the last couple of episodes, we made a very successful land grab. So this is our kingdom, our empire right now. And the problem, but this is a shadow empire because most of these cities do not have officers or governors to develop them. Right now, we really have only 4 strong points. Our home castle and Hepu. Here, they are close to each other because we have a neighboring warlord. Now, and the other 2 cities with governors are these 2, Yuzhang and Jiangling. And the reason I have them there is that they will become the strong points. So despite the fact that most of these surrounding cities, these white ones, are currently without warlord oversight, one day they will be, maybe in a couple of years, maybe 3 years, and then they will start come pouring down. And I purposely left these cities unoccupied. I did not grab them. Is because that these cities are part of the storyline. In fact, when I grabbed Changsha, it's also part of the storyline, but I should not have. So we might have broken the storyline a little bit earlier than I had planned for. So that's why I deliberately kept all of these cities. I didn't grab them because they're part of the storyline, and grabbing them will cause the chaos that we now have on actual history, and it will turn all of those guys against us. We become fair game, but for the moment we are not. So our empire is a shadow empire. So those 4 strong points will be our center of power. So once in a couple of years, we will be fully developed. The other thing I'm hoping for is that as the years go by, like it's now 1984, by 85, no, not 1984, 184, but by the time it gets to 185, 186, 187, we will have kids coming to maturity, and some of them can become governors, or the officers that we are working hard to develop these 4 strong points will also produce or allow the officers to rise up in rank so that they can also become governors. Now, so without much further ado, let's go on with the game. And so that's the whole point for the next few episodes going forward. So I'm debating whether so it's all about development now at this point in time. So our empire, the way it is set up, that's it. I don't plan on expanding it because I don't want to interfere with the storyline as much. So it will be just developing what we have and assigning governors to unoccupied cities with officers to help them, while really observing what is happening in the northern central plains where all the conflict is going. So okay, let us see what these guys are. So yeah, basically for the next, so I might just not record those episodes because not much will be happening. It's purely development. I haven't decided yet. Maybe just to develop this, and then okay, let's just unpause this, and we can zoom in, and so we can see what they're doing. So they are, in essence, we are seeing what the game development team believes that that's how the historical events progress, and the AI is trying to follow that storyline. So again, it's basically at this point in time the struggle between the Han Emperor and the rebellious Yellow Turban. And
报告，感激不尽。
so we know that the Yellow Turban will be defeated. Wow, so he's asking us to challenge. Oh, okay, he's challenging us. Okay, so now we have a mission. That means this guy, one of our one of our generals, has just challenged us to
我有
a
一个好主意，
duel.
没
So
问题。
so we can do that by approaching him. Let's train patrol. Train our cities. So this is the guy who challenged us.
这个提议好的，
So that is a challenge that I'm not ready to take on yet. I will. Okay, Sun Jian has taken Xiaopei, so
抱歉，打扰了，没问题。
so he's asked us for help. So during this period, where a number of people responded to the emperor's appeal to help suppress the Yellow Turbans, this period also produced a number of heroes that later on will become part of the historical. They become part of historical figures that we read about, and they accomplish a lot of stuff. Like the three protagonists in the Three Kingdoms era, they all responded to the appeal by the Han Emperor to come out and help the nation, or help him suppress or get rid of the Yellow Turbans.
这个提议怎么样？
好，请交给俺吧。
And so what Sun Jian is doing, he is one of the early heroes of during that
情况就是这样。
time of the during that time during that historical period. So we see the Yellow Turbans coming down and trying to take proper cities too. See, and so they are trying to expand their domain, and that's the reason why we need to keep strong bulwarks between them and us.
我有一个好主意，
Sure, we can do that.
当然，好吧。
So the next few episodes will be basically like this. So I'm not sure whether I will post them, because I don't want you guys out there to become bored, because it will be basically the same thing. Waiting for
我有一个好主意，
history to progress at the same time, beefing up our
没关系。
own domain.
我有一个好主意，
Sure.
没关系。
So it's basically this
哎呀
again and again and
大
again.
恩
And
大德，
and
仗义得莫齿难忘。
so for somebody who is just watching this, it might get boring. So we're coming to 185. So hopefully we get a number of young kids coming of age. Okay, let's do this.
哎呀呀，
我愿将才
Wow.
能
Okay, good, 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 good.
献于心，愿效犬马之劳，请您尽情使用我所。
我会尽忠职守，
我会全心全意效忠于您。
我会全
So
力
they were
效
all
忠于
from
你。
4 lines,
我的才
maybe
能
even 5 lines of
我会
families.
全力效
I
忠
can't
于你。
remember clearly anymore.
只要有我在，就没。
今后就
So-
拜托了。
今后
So I'm having one family line to produce to have like 2 kids coming of age every year. So
就是这样吧。很好，
generally, rather, not all the time. Some of them less, sometimes more. Okay, now let's see who we can assign as governors. The area we need to get assigned as governors as quickly as possible is here. Let's assign a governor here. Choose a city. That one. Let us have Shimen over there.
我收到了报告。
Over here. Assign another governor. Choose the city. So these bottom say they have official titles already. So this guy hasn't been assigned yet. So he can be assigned as a governor.
我收到了报告。
Then here we need to beef this up because that is like a border city. So assign a governor. That city. See, when we come down here, they have titles already. Governor, governor, governor. Normal. So we can assign him.
我收到了报告。
Oh, also we also need to give him some assistance. Wait, sorry. Assign transfer orders. So since he is still in a border, choose a seat to transfer it to. This one. Since he's still on the border, we can assign him officers that don't have that high whose loyalties are not that high. Banfu, Yushui. Yeah, we can send this guy over. No, not that guy. And say, yeah, yes. Yes. I think 3 is enough. And then another city that might... Here. Another assign a governor here. So these are governors, governors, governors. Okay, him.
我收到了报告。
And also give him a couple of helping hand. Now that city I should not have taken. I regret doing it. But anyway, that's a little late now. So we can say Lubue there. And anybody in Jennings? So Zhangliang, yes. Yongchang, no. Yingbu, maybe later. No. Okay, that's he has a few people to help him. And also, I think here is only 2 guys here left. Yeah. Oops. Governor? No, not governor. Officers, rather. Okay, Di Han Han. Wadai, maybe. Faneng, no. Jiangling. Anybody in Jiangling? Wu Xing. Let's sign him, yes. Banzong. Maybe not him, but this other guy, yeah. Okay.
我有一个想法。
Yeah, let's do this, of course.
没关系。报告。
Sure, we will always do that. We will... Oh, nope.
没问题。
Okay, let's keep on. Let's move along.
就是这样啊，
See, the yellow turban is also doing...
大恩大德，
Is al-
长
So my controller was just disconnected. I'm sorry about that. So it looks like the Yellow Turban is doing a massive land grab. You can just talk to them. Exit. Okay, somebody needs help. When somebody needs help, I usually pause it to get down there because sometimes it goes by so quickly.
大恩大德，俺张翼
I
德
don't
莫
have
齿难
time to
忘。
help them. By the time I get down there to click on it, the request goes by, and as such, I wasn't able to help him because every time we can help with a project, it speeds up the whole project. So it actually makes sense for us to be constantly involved.
这个题
好的，
So
就是这样啊。大恩大德，俺张
okay, one thing that I did not go into detail is that R2 brings up this area, and that's a chart. So when you press on chart, so this is for the city information, main character, city, and your tech development tree, our tech development tree. The chart is the one that shows us our connections. So the same holding L2 and the R and the right stick, L2 and the R stick, allows us to zoom in and out. And then the left stick allows us to navigate. So we can click on one guy and we will visit that guy. And so when Xiaomi, one of those guys that challenged me, remember? So when we, this guy challenged me, and so he has an exclamation point. So that means if I hover over him and press X button, that means the agreement that I had made with him to fight him in a duel will now be happening. So these guys with an exclamation points are waiting to talk to us or to meet with us. I feel that iron will sharpen from iron with Li Jingkun. So these are potential quests that we can actually more interaction with these guys. So circle to get out. And I guess this episode is getting pretty long. It would be a good place to cut this episode right here. I enjoyed it very much. Again, this episode, this development part. And I will be doing a lot more of this. I'm not sure whether I will post them because I think maybe it will bore you, or if you're not doing it yourself. If you're the ones who like to micromanage like I do, even for those guys who like to do micromanaging, it will still be boring watching somebody else do it. So if you're doing it yourself, it will be a lot of fun. I know it's a lot of fun for me every time I have to do all this micromanaging. But I don't think watching somebody else do it will be as fun. So maybe I will skip a few of those. So don't be surprised if we suddenly progress to 186 or 187, because the next big event will happen in 190. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me in this episode, and I hope you join me again in the next episode. Bye.